Hello, my name is Straker and I am a dancer. So basically, my dad was really the person who really inspired me more than anything else. I mean, he paid for us to go to this Miss Powell's ballet class once a week, and me and my sisters. So we go to the classes and something like that. And Dad was always going about. Have you seen the Egyptian papyruses of ballet dancers and ballet shoes? They used to make them back in those days and stuff like that. So it's really so. And I just really liked ballet because I found it so easy. I mean, I always used to get told off because I was always smiling everything when they're saying about doing these turns and everything like that and stuff like that. I said, do it like this. And I just do what they said to do. I just do the turn, I just do it. And I just thought it was easy. It was easy and it was fun. So I just really liked it. And I just really thought, oh, this is something I could do. I really like doing this. So I was always inspired because at the end of the day, I just thought it was fun. And I just really liked it. And my dad, he was really encouraging me. And my mum and my sisters, we enjoyed it. We go and perform. I'm laughing like a little bit because my dad was really good friends with Arif Ali. He used to do Caribbean Times and all that kind of stuff. And every year they used to have a big function, a big awards ceremony he used to hold. And he'd have us as his entertainment. So us three little girls, we'd go off and do our ballet. And so I'd make up all these ballets, I choreograph all these ballets for them. And then we just perform them. And it was lovely performing to all these people because the West Indian community were all getting these awards. So we met everybody was there, so all the celebrities, and then we just be performing in front of our own people with all the things that we could do and stuff like that. So basically, it was all fun. It was all fun. I always really liked it a lot. I was trained at the Legat School of Russian Ballet, or maybe before that, when I was very young. A bit younger, we used to have ballet classes. I know Miss Powell, a little lady, she taught me ballet, and that's how I really started. Because I don't like to start off with I went to Legat School, because I did go to Legat School of Russian Ballet out in Sussex, but Miss Powell was a woman who really I'd started doing ballet with first of all, and one day I was just in my ballet class and everything like with her, just in a church hall, in our church hall that my dad was a verger to. And one day they were over in the corner whispering and carrying on and stuff like that. And I thought, well, they weren't whispering about. Next thing I knew, I was going off on all these auditions to different dance schools. So I think I went to arts educational dance audition. I went to a couple of different auditions and stuff like that. And eventually I got into Legat School of Russian Ballet. So then I'm at Legat, and then I'm getting up to 16-ish kind of time, I do my GCSEs and stuff like that. And then my dad arrives at the school, because my dad used to drive this orange Opel car, right? One time he comes up to the school and he goes, look at this magazine. And it was a magazine of dancing times and stuff like that. And it's got the Erdan Academy in it. So I look at it and I go, Dad, Dad, now look at these pictures. The Erdan Academy, these are pictures with these girls with their legs really high. So I said, but Dad didn't look like the really good dancers. You want to train here? So he goes, oh, well, it's just down the road from us, right? So, and he was like, I said, all right. I said, right. She goes, I'm taking to your audition. So I said, all right. I said, do they know? So yeah, they already knew that I was going to go for an audition, but it's just that I didn't know. So I went to the audition, and so then I go to the audition. Now Legat, not Legat, Erdang, when she first started, when she started one of her dance schools, she had loads of dance schools over the place. She had it in Golders Green. And Golders Green meant that I could come back home, and I was in Finchley, So I had to get the 13 bus up to Golders Green, which is a couple of stops, and I was at school. So now I'm at school, and I'm going to school in Golders Green. So basically, that's how I started off at Erdang's. That was when she started off, it was like she only had a few students because it was like her beginning of her college dancing and stuff like that. And we had all these different dancers who were coming from, like another girl from Wales and Gabby. And like we had different dancers who were coming in from different places like that. So we all got to kind of know each other's a little set of dancers and stuff. But that was fun because the girls were really, really good. Because Miss Erdang, she just loved getting those legs up. She pushed those legs on. She loved, because you can get your legs a bit higher. We used to go to auditions with her when other children would come to the auditions. Because, oh, carry your legs a bit low. And those are struggling to get her legs up higher and stuff like that. But basically, she was just really encouraging us to do better and better and better. Because my dad was one of those people, or I can't say my dad all the time, but my mum and dad, right? They just wanted us to do what we wanted to do. I wanted to become a dancer. Diana, my middle sister, she's the next one down. We're all 2 years apart. She wanted to become a fashion designer, so she went to Hendon College for technical design or something like that. And my younger sister, Jean, she wanted to become first of all, she was a bus conductor because my dad was a bus conductor. But then she said she wanted to become a secretary. So then she went on to secretarial college. So everybody got to do what they wanted to do. And so basically, that's why we progressed. We all basically want to do what we want to do, but we would also go and see lots of things and do lots of things and stuff like that. You know, my dad and mum were always taking us to go and see theatre and stuff like that, especially when I said I wanted to go dancing and stuff like that. And I think that when you're learning all these different styles of ballet, it's you used to have different files in your brain because we had different teachers that would also come here from different schools and different forms of that, or not just Russian ballet, but different styles of ballet, different ballerinas or different teachers and stuff that would come. And so you had to have different files in your brain to remember what's this teacher liked and what this teacher didn't like and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think the thing about the Russian ballet was I used to get this. I had this Russian book that my dad that we got in a jumble sale or something like that, and these girls with their legs up really high, and I was like, oh. So I really, really, really said, all right, this is what the level. This is Russian ballet, because the Russians at the end of the day, they they're really good dancers. They're really good dancers. So yes, that's what really inspired me. They're very, very good. So yeah, I thought, yeah, well, that's if ballet's like that, I've got to be like that, haven't I? Got to be as good as that. The thing is that now that we're saying this, I do remember one incident that I had with him in the school, where I was in a dining room. We're in a dining room, and we're just going about our business because we all got set on different tables, and we'd have so it can mix up different bands within the school. Black bands were the highest bands, they were the oldest children, oldest people in the school, and they would go to white band, blue band, purple band, red band, yellow band, all that kind of stuff. And so they mixed the tables up so that you could meet other people in the school and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm on this table, but then you sometimes get sent to other tables by somebody that is the head of your table. Oh, go and talk to that person over there. Go and ask that person over there something. So, of course, I would just doing those kind of things. I would go around to different tables, I'd do whatever. But he got really angry one evening, and he stood up in the thing, shouted my name out. and shouted me to come here to him, right? So I came up to the top table because all the teachers used to have me on the top table, and he slapped me. And I just stood there and I looked at him like, and he was like kind of going off and one. Every time I look up, you're all over the place, da 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 da. And I thought, well, yeah, well, I don't know. What somebody explained to me afterwards was that obviously I would be all over the place to him, right? Because I'm the only black child in the school. So of course he would see me, every time he looked up, he would want to see me moving around. He's right. So I said to Miss Erdang, I said, I really need to go to a company because when they're getting me to leave the third years, right? Everybody's kind of saying, oh, which companies they want to go to. And I remember a lot of my friends were saying, oh, I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to go around to Europe. And I had one friend, she said, I'm going to start at the bottom, work my way up. I thought, I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down because I cannot be seeing myself going around all these little companies. Well, not little companies, but, companies and stuff like that. And plus also, I just, you know what, I desire, one of my desires was to be around more black dancers because I was not around black dancers. I knew that I need to be around other black dancers so I could actually see how good a dancer I was. And I think that's the bit that was missing in me, is that I could dance, but I couldn't see how good I was dancing. Because I know nobody to compare it to. I had nobody to compare what I was doing to. So I remember when Adaine, she said, right, we're going to do this last step I'm going to show you, right? And she showed me this grand jeté en tournant, but when you got to the tournant part of it, you had to split your legs forward. So you're now hitting this. I said, no, you're making it up. I said, no, this is never going to stop because it's like one thing after another. And bless her, because at the end of the day, she was all, and this is, I suppose, how you learn anything. It just gets a little bit harder each time. And each time it gets a bit harder. They're just testing you to see if you can do it. And if you can do it, you can do it. Yeah, so that's how we got to do that bit a bit better. So it was hard. That was a bit hard. And I thought she was making it up, but it wasn't. It was a real step. It was a real step. Oh dear. So yeah, I did go to a company audition because I went to English National Ballet, which was then English National Ballet called Festival Ballet. They've been through a range of names. I do remember going to the audition, and the audition was like, it was as far as I was concerned, it was all right. It wasn't that hard, but you see, remember, you have to remember at that point in time, a lot of these companies, like even Royal Ballet, they used to have something in their brochure, saying that they did not want to accept people of foreign origin, and at that time you had to go and take your passports to auditions as well, so they could actually see where you were from and stuff like that. So they were just a bit funny because I thought, well, why would we want to see their foreign origin? I was born in this country, so the only foreign thing about it is that you're foreign to me, right? So that was the funny thing about it, because at the end of the day, why would you have this kind of wording, this kind of cheerio? But that's all a form of racism, really. It's a form of that because you're trying to keep yourself to yourself. My mum's friend, Pauline, she lived in Brooklyn in America. So I went to stay with her, and then she took me up to dance at Harlem and showed me how to get up there on the train and everything like that. And so the next day I go up there because I've got to get to dance at Harlem, and I go up to Harlem and I start in the classes and stuff like that. And but it's this whole neighborhood, everything about it, it's all black. So it's almost like you really are getting thrown to one world to the other. So I loved it, but I was like, and also the other thing about being in America, you can now hear your own voice. You can now hear your own voice, not just from what you look like, but you can also hear that you sound different from everybody else. You sound so different from everybody else. So I sit on the bus, I sit on the train, I say nothing. I didn't have anybody to say anything to. But the thing is that I just became aware of what I sounded like. it was 1980-ish. Yeah, definitely 1980. And I in New York, now experiencing what now. So what it is I'm growing up, because I've been in boarding school. I've been in dance schools all my life and stuff like that. And I've just been been out doing other things and stuff like that. But mostly my life is dance. Well, the thing, right, after I decided I was going to not be at Dance There Harlem, I started auditioning for different places. Now I'm not Dance There Harlem, and I've come to America. I've kind of done my year and a half and stuff like that with Dance There Harlem and stuff like that. And so I'm auditioning and stuff like that. I go to the audition, I do the audition, and at the end of the audition, they go, no, 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 150 girls, 150 girls. And they say, Carol, can you stay? Right. So I'm the only person who stays. I go, right then, I've got into company, right? So I've got into company, I'm really excited I've got into company. So I go, here's some tickets. Here's some tickets. So I knew I'd never seen Alvin Ailey's dance company before. I went to the auditions. I would go to classes and stuff. I went to different classes in the school and stuff like that. So I was beginning to see what kind of dances they were like. But you just go to the class. You just do the class. And I never done Horton before in my life. I've been so strongly trained in ballet. And so I get into dance. I get into Ailey. But the reason why I say that, because I had said, God, oh my God, where am I supposed to dance then? Please show me, where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do? What is it? Where? At least show me the level of dance that I'm supposed to do. Yeah. So why did I say that? Because I said that, I got my answer, didn't I? So, and that was the answer I got. So it was Ailey. Where there's a way, there's a way, there's a way. And you will find a way, because if you can stop, yeah, I'd say my advice would be what I gave myself. Start at the top. Start at the top. Because you have to go for what you think you can do, that you put yourself to the highest level that you can. But you have to take note. If you can't do something, work on it. If you can't, listen to somebody or go to a different kind of class. Like, yeah, I've been to karate classes. I've been to, whatever different classes. Not all ballet classes. Tap classes. But the thing about it is, go to where you need to, or go to a museum, or read a book, or read a biography, because there's something in there that you have to know your history, you have to know what you're doing, you have to know what's come before you, so you know where you're going. So you have to know. So you have to arm yourself with knowledge, arm yourself with technical abilities, and also knowledge not to hurt yourself, but know that you can push yourself to go further. But I have to say further, but I look at the dancers nowadays and I think, yeah, you lot are break dancing, you lot are doing all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, still look after your body and stuff like that, but you are going to be taking this to the next level. So you have to understand why you're dancing, what are you dancing for, what's your message that you're meant to be portraying. And if it's well, I just look at it. Everything's all boils down: are you good or are you bad?